Hi Stampers, it's Donna Gray here again. I thought I'd bring you a video tutorial on a bundle out of our holiday catalogue. Our holiday catalogue is live right now at the moment from the 1st of September right through to the 3rd of January. The bundle that I'm going to be using today is the Presents and Pine Cones series. It's the Christmas Pine Stamp and the Pretty Pines Thinlits. It's on page 19 of our holiday catalogue, and I'm just going to do you a card using this bundle, which is really beautiful. Everyone thinks about pine cones and pine needles at Christmas, I'm sure. So today I've done a few things ahead of time trying to save a little bit of time. I'm going to use the stamps out of this set, and I'm also going to use some of the Thinlit dies. I'll just show you the Thinlit dies before we start because you can't really see them in that picture. There's lots and lots of dies in this bundle. So you get some really nice, beautiful prongs, different lengths, 3 different lengths. You get some lovely pine cones. You get full pine cones. Sorry, I haven't got them. They're still over at my Big Shot machine. You get full pine cones that you can do double layered pine cones, which you will see in the tutorial today. And a few nice little things, a little bow, big bow, lots of things in that Thinlit set. Okay, so today what we're going to use is Real Red cardstock and Whisper White. Okay, so the base of our cardstock Whisper White will be 7 inches by 10 inches. Then you'll need 2 pieces of Real Red cardstock, 6 3/4 inches by 4 3/4 inches, and 2 pieces of Whisper White, 4 1/2 inches by 6 1/2 inches. Okay, so to start with, we're going to our 7 inch by 10 inch piece. We're going to fold in half, and I'm actually going to do the card this way today, landscape way. Okay, so with our one of our white pieces, a 4 1/2 inch by 6 1/2 inch piece, I'm actually going to use, out of this stamp set, I'm going to use this stamp here just to create a really nice background. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy and just rub it over the card to make sure I've got no fingerprints. And I'm going to use the Versamark ink pad. Okay, we're going to ink that up. Now it's going to be very hard to see on this video, but I'm just going to stamp it randomly over the cardstock just to create a background image. Just so that it looks a little bit like snow all over the card. But I'm actually going to do it in gold glitter. So the way I'm going to do it with the gold glitter today, I'm actually going to use our heat and stick powder to make the image sticky first of all, and then I'll be using our gold glitter over the top of that. Okay, so heat and stick powder is exactly the same usage as your embossing powder. So you use your Versamark first of all to create your image, stamp your image, and then your heat and stick powder we just pop over the top and it sticks to our Versamark. And just the excess we pop back into our container again. And we just heat like we do with embossing, and you'll find it's just like using clear. It actually goes like a clear watermark. Sorry about the noise of the heat gun. Okay, so when you see it all nice and clear and shiny looking, that means that you've heated it up enough. Okay, then with our gold glitter, I'm just going to shake the gold glitter over the top of that. Okay, pop the glitter back into the container. As I said, I've only had this glitter for a couple of weeks, and honestly I think it's multiplying. It seems to be bigger and bigger each time you use it out of the container. And of course I end up with it everywhere. Okay, now I have a couple of bits that have stuck on there that I don't really want like that. Just going to scrape it off a bit. And don't panic too much. The extra bit of glitter that seems to want to hang around on your cardstock, when you heat this back up, it sticks to your image, and then you brush the excess off once again. So now this is just heating up again, like you're going to emboss again. Go over it a couple of times. Very hard to see whether it's actually done because it doesn't change too much. It stays nice and glittery, so it's actually quite hard to see if it's done or not. Okay, so that's just created a nice subtle background for us. Okay, now on this I've already cut ahead of time some of the nice pine needles. So I'm just going to arrange those. Like so. And just with a bit of my Tombow, just going to pop a little bit of Tombow just on the back end of those. I don't actually want them to stick down very much at all. I'm just popping a little bit, as you can see, just down the center of that prong. Just 2 little dobs is quite ample to do what we're going to do. Okay, so pop the big one on first, coming just from the corner and down. And then I'll pop the medium one coming down this way, and the little one across the top over there. There, like that. Take a little while for that glue to set. Now, I've also cut out some Whisper White pine cones and this beautiful gold pine cone, lattice pine cone that goes over the top. So I'm actually just going to layer those up onto the Whisper White. Just like so. Just going to pop those on. Bit of Tombow on the back. One just there. That one just there. Give that a little bit of time to set. Okay. Okay, so now with a scrap piece of Whisper White, I'm going to stamp the image, "May your Christmas sparkle with joy and happiness." I'm using the Real Red stamp pad. I'm just going to pop it up there in the corner. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I've got the decorative label punch. Just going to pop that into the decorative label punch. Center it up like that. And punch it out. Okay, I'm also going to punch out a label out of just some of my scrap gold foil card that I have. Like so. And I'm just going to mount that in behind. I'm just going to trim it in half and mount it in behind just to give it a little bit of a gold background. So just going to take scissors and just trim it straight down the middle. Like so. And then just with a bit of fast fuse, I'm going to pop it on the back. Okay, now all you do is, sorry, I'm going to trim those little points off too, I forgot about that. Just going to trim those points off so that this ends up sitting in behind. Okay, so on both pieces, just trim those little points off. Okay, then what you do is you line it up and line it up like so, that you just get a little border happening like that. Same on the bottom, line it up. Just like so, and it gives you a lovely little gold border. Okay, so with some Tombow, the back of that, going to pop that on the front, just here, like so. Then with one of our pieces of Real Red, the 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 piece, we're going to layer this up now. So we'll pop some fast fuse on the back again, like so. And get your border nice and even all the way around. Now onto our card base, we're going to bit of fast fuse again. Onto the card base. Okay, that's the front of our card finished. Now for the inside, thought I might do something a little bit different inside. We're going to take our 4.5 piece by 4.5 piece of white, Whisper White, and do a bit of stamping again. Okay. Now this time I'm going to use, out of the stamp set, the nice little prongs, and I decided that I might use Old Olive for this. A little bit of greenery. Now you need a little bit of paper so you can stamp off for this. Just thought up in the corner, like so. Very nice. Okay, and we also have some nice pine cones. So with the pine cone stamp, I'm going to use Early Espresso, but I'm actually going to stamp off because I think it's a little bit too dark for what I want. Okay, so ink it up, stamp off once, there, stamp off again, there. Thought I might like to pop just a little couple of pine cones just sitting down the bottom here. Like that. And just a little tiny bit of greenery. I'll get my old olive out again. Just going to ink up the corner of it. Like so. And I thought for the saying, I would do this one. Which it says, may the sparkle be joys of the season, may the simple joys of the season be yours. And I've mounted that really crooked. Okay, I'm going to do that in the real red again. Ink it up. There. Okay, now we're just going to layer that once again to our bit of real red. Our nice border all the way around again. Okay, fast fuse again on the back of that. Pop it on the inside of our card. Nice border all the way around again. Okay, and there you have it. Lovely Christmas pines. May your Christmas sparkle with joy and happiness. May the simple joys of the season be yours. Okay? Very simple, very quick, easy card to make. But lovely with that nice sparkle with our heat and stick powder. And something a little bit different for Christmas. Okay, thank you for watching my YouTube video once again. This is Donna Gray, Stamping Up Demonstrator from Northern New South Wales in Australia. If you're looking for a Stamping Up demonstrator, I would be happy to be a demonstrator for you. You will find down below this video in the Show More drop down box, you will find the link to my online store. you'll find my email address and all the items that I've used in this card today. So if you're interested in purchasing any of the items, I will put a list in that show more drop down box of all the item numbers. Feel free to jump on the online store and you can browse anything that we have available in our annual catalogue and our holiday catalogue that is current at the moment. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, stay tuned. Happy crafting!